Hey, what's up, Gen Exodus? How you doing? Let me know if you can hear me or if there's anything else. This should be my chair. Oh, things have been bad. I spent my first 2 days in Japan sick. I was in a wheelchair. I got really sick on the plane. I was fucked up, dude. I didn't know if they were going to let me in the country. They had to ask the doctor. They're like, well, has he stopped throwing up? If he's still throwing up, you need to get checked out. So I wasn't throwing up when I got to the airport, so they let me into the country. But oh boy, by the time that I got back to my hotel room, I was destroyed. I puked all over myself. It was terrible. Oh, local for KO Thomas Center? Shit. One second. I gotta check something. There's a train delay, so now I'm a little confused what's going on. One second. Time out. I gotta check the train thing because the train was delayed and now it's like out of schedule. Wait a second. Okay, are we back? Sorry, I had to check the plane. The trains have been delayed, so I'm a little confused. Oh wait, we only have 2 people here? That sounds horrible. Yeah, no, I have terrible luck for sure. Hashimoto. I saw the Ingrid, what is her name? The Ingrid trailer.
この電車は急行橋本行きです。急行橋本行きです。次は京王稲田堤に停まります。京王多摩川通過です。ご
Oh,
注意く
this
だ
doesn't
さい。
stop
次
at
は京王
Inagi
稲田
though.
堤です。
Damn it. Oh boy. Well, I guess we gotta wait again. There's some technical difficulties. A lot of the trains have been delayed, and so trying to get to where I'm trying to go has been a bit of a clusterfuck right now. Did the chat break, or maybe I need to restart? Type if you can see something. Maybe the chat broke. I don't know what's going on. Okay, you can see stuff. All right. Anyway, so like I was saying, yeah, so I got really sick on the plane. They weren't going to let me in the country unless I stopped throwing up. I wasn't throwing up, so they eventually let me in. But man, once I got to the hotel, I was fucked up. I puked all over myself. I mean, I was in a wheelchair. It was terrible. And then this morning, when I finally got to open my bags, my fucking laser mask that was like $300 was broken. So that's very shitty. What? So anyway, this is a good example though. Normally trains are very on time. What would be the word? But if a train is gets fucked up, boy, it is. Hopefully, you guys can read a little bit of Japanese if you get here. Because if a train is messed up, you would be way more. If you don't speak any Japanese or can't read any Japanese, I'm sure you would be extremely confused right now. Anyway, I saw the Ingrid trailer though. I thought she looked kind of neat, but every time I see characters like that, like they gave her all these laser beams and crazy ass mix ups, and I just feel like, and we have all that, and we can't have a character with like invincible dragon punches. That just is always retarded to me. The old school beast, repent to God. What does that mean? I think this one we can finally get on. Jesus loves you. I don't know about that. Uh, yeah, I mean, I couldn't walk for the first couple days, basically. I mean, I was in a wheelchair. I was puking. I mean, like I just said, I don't know if you just got here. They weren't going to let me in the country until I stopped throwing up. I mean, I was messed up. And then by the time I got back to the hotel, I was just completely fucked again. I'm in Tokyo, but yeah, no, I'm tired for sure. Hey, well, unfortunately, the trip has been a clusterfuck. Like I just said, I mean, I was in a wheelchair when I first got here. I was puking all over myself last night. It was terrible. Amir Skull, what's up? Am I going to Evo Japan? I have no idea where. It's Evo Japan? I have no idea. I'm gonna go to the bakery. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm gonna go to the bakery, and it's actually pretty early, so I could go walk around a suburb if you guys want to see it. So yeah, it's pretty early, so I'm gonna go to the bakery, and then maybe I can go walk around like a little suburb if you guys want to see it. And then I'll go try to walk to get some Korean barbecue. Oh, I can show you the outside, I guess. Not the most exciting thing right there. Oh boy, if they're Lucky Charms, they're not working. I mean, I spent the first 2 days sick in a wheelchair, so they're not working if they're supposed to be lucky. Like I said, I can't believe it's bad enough that I got sick the first 2 days I was here, but then to open my luggage and find out that laser mask was ripped, I just couldn't believe that. It's fucking terrible. Yeah, no, I can't remember the last time I went to Japan. I don't think I've had a trip I've gone. Only I think maybe the first time I went to Japan, did something terrible not happen. You guys want to see outside? More interesting view. It's pretty gloomy today, but sometimes you can actually see Mount Fuji when you're riding the train. Oh, well, my trip is already going badly. I'm already out $400 from that laser mask breaking, and I spent the first 2 days really sick. It was not good. The doors on the left side will open. Oh, I don't know who my other favorite Pokemon would be. Can I say Raichu when Raichu's fat? Does that count? What about you guys? Who are you guys' favorite Pokemon? Well, I'm not in a wheelchair anymore, so that's good. Right now I'm just jet lagged and angry that I opened up my bag and I had that $400 mask was broken. Hey Peter, hey Bob, wanted to do another super chat, but mandatory overtime is a pain in the ass. Anyway, the FGC is going in a spiral and I'll need some Sugar Bay biscuits to watch its destruction. I still have some other FGC on NBC videos I want to do, but they just take so long to do. But I still have some other jokes. But we'll see if that ever happens. No, I didn't lose money. So, I've been very sick, so I canceled 3 trips in a row to Japan. And I'm like, if I can't make this trip, so I made it to the plane, but a couple hours into the plane ride, I got really, really sick. And I mean, I was fucked up, dude. So they ended up getting me a wheelchair, and then they had to talk to a doctor because I was so sick. They're like, oh, we don't know if we're going to let you in the country. You're puking all over and so sick. Anyway, I talked to them. I'm like, no, I'm just sick. I'm not throwing up right now. I'll be okay. Anyway, man, I got to the hotel though, but by the time I got to the hotel, I was I puked all over myself. It was terrible. So I spent the first 2 days really sick, and finally I got around to opening up my bag today, and then I saw my $400 laser mask was broken. It was just ripped right off the thing, so I was very shocked that that happened. Yeah, I did get a whole row to myself, but it didn't matter because I was fucked up. I was sick. It was terrible. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, so I'm gonna say Pokemon. Oh, Machamp is your favorite. No, someone just asked me about Evo Japan. I didn't even know it was Evo Japan. I have no idea. I wasn't even going to be here, but I canceled 3 Japan trips in a row because I've been so sick. So I was like, if I can't make, I'm going to try to go again. If I can't make it, I just won't go again, or until like after the fall or something. Am I in Japan to rescue Arturo's son? No. Oh wait, I'm not sure if you want to bring it up here, but you meet anyone yet about the stalker in Japan, if I recall? Yeah, so I know a couple girls that said they would go to the police with me if something happens, but thankfully, no. I mean, I've only been here a few days now. In the first 2 days, I was in a wheelchair and sick, so. Let's go to the bakery. Why did you even decide to go to Japan? I've canceled 3 trips in a row to Japan because of how sick I've been. So I was like, if I can't make this next trip, I'm just not going to go again until the fall. But I was able to make the flight, but I got really sick on the flight. Anyway, let's go to Le Rapis. This is my favorite bakery. Well, sometimes. Let's make sure they got what I want, though. Oh, they did egg toast already. Look at it. I'll show you guys. That thing's pretty popular, I remember. You know that's what I'm here for. I am here for the egg toast. These are pretty cliche. If you ever come to Japan, I feel like chocolate sprinkle donuts are like at every... What is that? Lemon cheese Danish. Chocolate sprinkle are very popular. Donuts seems to be the main thing. All right, let me get my food, bros. 1 second. Hola to everyone. Invincible reverses, I don't care about whatsoever. Oh shit, they got this thing again. I didn't even realize. Oh fuck. This is my old favorite. Oh, this was my old favorite shit. I have not seen this thing in like 2 years since I've been in Japan. Like every time they don't have it. Oh, I 10 night there. I can find the picture. Probably. There goes on. Shit, that's awesome. I have not had this thing in years. Every time I come to Japan, they don't have it anymore. That's one of the things about Japan, though. Sometimes they have all these gente items, and every time I seem to come, they don't have it anymore. Where are some good places to get some gyudon? I don't know what would be the best place. Oh, I can't believe it. I need to time out. I need to stop this thing just because I want to take a picture of it because I love this thing so much. 1 second. Time out. I'm so happy they have this thing. Every time I can't believe like 2 years in a row they haven't had it. You know, I've tried to make this at home, and I just can never make it properly. I don't know how they make this thing so fucking perfect. It's so good. But yeah, so let me go back to his comments. Invincible Versus, I don't care. And like I said, Invincible Versus actually has that Rope Armstrong person that took credit for everything I did in their resume. Fucking ridiculous. Hello to everybody. What's the most ghetto part of Japan you've been to? I don't know. I don't think I could compare anything like a ghetto in America, so I don't know. Do you do any work in Japan? Before COVID happened, I was supposed to do modeling, but after COVID, everything got fucked up, so. What's the origin meaning of Saishu Kessen? Saishu Kessen is Final Showdown in American, and so that's where I got the name from. Just because Kyo's super in King of Fighters, where he turns himself on fire and then he like beats you up, is called the Saishu Kessen, or like the whole name is like Saishu Kessen Ogi Mushiki no style or some bullshit. Alright. Saishu Kessen Ogi Mushiki 182 or some shit. Is this what it's called in English? Totem Hall? Well, this is the Fist of Kusanagi. I think that's what he says, right? Can my stomach handle it? Well, I got sick again last night after I tried to eat for the first time, but my stomach doesn't really. Man, I threw up so much. It eventually made me feel good. Like, whatever was in my stomach, eventually I just was throwing up so much that I was like, oh wow, my stomach actually is starting to feel better. Oh, the gates of hell. You're talking about the Kusanagi super. He only says that in, that's like the Evo, the clone version of Kyo says that. He says, Gokan no mae de munikire, I think, right? Like, in front of the gates of hell, everything disappears or something, I guess you'd say, or disappear in front of the gates of hell. So I've seen you saying that a lot of people have taken your work and called it their own, but what do you want to happen because of that? Are you just looking for the recognition you deserve? Yeah. You shouldn't be able to take credit for everything that I've done and then make money off it while lying about me. That's fucking terrible. My favorite sushi thing is just in terms of like kura sushi and like sushi roll and God, what are the other ones? There's like three main ones. I feel like kura sushi, sushi roll, and something else. But I tend to like sushi roll. I'm assuming I've been told Japan has a shortage of male Jave actors because of poor numbers of new Yakuza recruits if you are looking to work. Oh, I don't want to think about that. Hope you feel better. I feel much better than right now I'm just jet lagged and tired. But I feel better than I did the first 2 days. Like I said, I couldn't even walk and they weren't going to even let me in the country until I stopped throwing up. So, but thank you. I'm sure things will come around and people will recognize your greatness and efforts in the community. I don't think they will. I don't think they will. Ooh, I'm excited to eat this one. Oh my gosh. I seriously haven't had this thing in like 2 years. They just never make it anymore. I'm excited. This thing is so simple but so good. Sometimes they make a thing like this at convenience stores, but there's like too much cream in it and it just tastes like too much of a dessert. There's just kind of like a little bit of cream. Patience and hope, I'm sure it will happen. You know what? This actually is more dessert tasting than it used to be. Yeah. I mean, look at that technicals thing. That was weird. Like, technical... Wait, okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, right? First of all, have I ever said anything bad to that dude whatsoever on my channel? So I don't know why he's going around telling everybody that I'm a BS person and schizo. And then besides that, his whole he has like 2 channels now that are just dedicated to drama. And then which he makes videos about BS people that are schizo. So why would he then say he can't make a video about me because I'm BS and schizo and I'm like the one person that can't be defended? That's like really fucking weird. not going to hit on the waitress now. What's going on, dude? How are you doing? Oh, so good. I wish I could make egg toast like that. I just don't. The Tech Master Clayton, what's up? Once a new game like Fighter Z drops and you find a bunch of new tech again, people will have to bend the knee. That's not going to happen because I don't ever plan on playing a game or doing much for a game like I did for Dragon Ball. But even then, I still did stuff for Street Fighter 6 before everybody else. Still did stuff in Strive before everybody else, but I will never do any game like I did Dragon Ball again. Like I said, I mean, if you look at my health videos, you know what I mean. My doctor, I did that. I don't even know if you could see it. I don't know if you can see it. If you see the exact straight line on my hand, it's probably hard to see. I've already had surgery on my hands, but, I even told the doctors, I don't think the surgery went very well because my hands are still weak. And I did that like 20 years ago, I did that right after like Evo 2006 when I got second place at that Hyper Alpha. And I told the story that APOC came up to me and was like, dude, why are you playing on a controller? And I'm like, I don't know. I can barely use my hands at this point. And so I had surgery on my hands, but it didn't really do anything. And then, of course, now, if you've been watching the health videos, they're like, oh, shit. Well, they actually scanned my forearms, and they're like, oh, did you know that you're born with an extra forearm muscle? So if you ever see my forearms are really big, I actually was born with an extra forearm muscle. That I guess it's rare, but not super rare. Like 15% of the population is born with an extra forearm muscle, but when you are, it makes it more likely that you will have like nerve damage in your hands. And then besides that, I got my neck is completely snapped. It's like bone on bone. And so that's sending nerve pain down my hands too. And so my doctors have been like, well, yeah, maybe that's why the surgery on your hands didn't go good. But even if you do the neck surgery, that would only maybe help your shoulder pain and down to that, because once you get down to your ulnar nerve, you have dislocated ulnar nerves and you're born with the extra forearm muscle. So you would have to relocate your ulnar nerve and you'd have to remove your extra forearm muscle. And it's like, why the fuck would I do all that? I can't. I'm just weak. That's why if you guys see me work out, that's why I do body weight stuff, because I can't lift heavy. I'm gonna get another water. Yeah, but if you look at that thing, it's actually a thing. I didn't even know that. Some people with extra forearm muscles, and I'm one of them. You can look it up, and it's in the medical records. So I guess you would have to remove that, and I'm not going to do all that fucking bullshit. But like I said, if you watch the workout videos, that's why I always say that I do band stuff and lightweight, because it's too much pain. I appreciate it, dude. I'm doing better than I was the first 2 days. I'm going to take a picture of that thing just because I love it so much. 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, guys. Did it die? On a scale from 1 to 10, how much pain do you feel on a day? Oh, I've never had a day that I'm not in pain. I've never had a day I'm not in pain, dude. I mean, I just have gotten used to the pain. Like I said, look what happened. This would have been about maybe, this be about 2 months ago? I actually had a doctor come up to me, and he's actually my ENT, not even like a back surgeon doctor. And he just started talking to me. He's like, Clayton, he's like, I saw your MRI. And he's like, how are you even walking? And he's like, I'm like, I don't, I'm like, well, I couldn't walk earlier. I'm like, it was a lot really painful. And he's like, Clayton, I don't know if you know this. He's like, but I had spinal fusion surgery. And I'm like, oh shit, really? And he's like, I didn't even have half the stuff you do, but I was in a car accident and it snapped my neck. And so if you look at my back, I'm like degenerated all over severely, right? And I guess like the spinal surgeons have said they've never seen someone with a back as degenerated as mine unless they were in like a traumatic accident. So he was like, Clayton, you know, a lot of the things that you complain about are things that happened to me after my car accident. And he said he was in a car accident and it snapped his neck. And it only snapped like one part of his neck. But what happened is because it snapped his neck, it made all his muscles really tight to protect it. And it gave him all this occipital pain and trigeminal pain in his head. And he's like, and you have all these chronic migraines and cluster headaches. And he's like, so when that happened to me, I couldn't walk. And so I couldn't be a doctor anymore. So I had to have the spinal fusion. And so he's like, Clayton, he's like, I think what happened to you or what's going on with you is what happened with me. And he's like, I wasn't even half as bad as you. And he's like, and I couldn't even walk or use my hands. And so, I don't know. It kind of sounds like that. I don't know. I just have a high pain threshold, I guess. The muscles in my forearms. Yeah, I don't know. I do get a lot of compliments on my forearms, though, so. All right, guys, you want to go walk around the suburbs? Do you want to see what it's like? Oh, man. That's good. Gochisousama deshita. Yeah, so that doctor, he said, well, I've never noticed. I didn't know. His arm is kind of tight, but he can do surgery and stuff again, so. But yeah, I had no idea. You know, he's like my ENT, so he's not like a, excuse me, he's not a, he's not like the, he's not like my spine doctor, but he was just, it was actually kind of him because most of my doctors are huge assholes after they got me sick. But, you know, he kind of just sat with me and he talked for me like 20 minutes. That was actually, you know, pretty kind of him. And just started shooting the shit with me. He's like, dude, I was looking at your other shit. And we didn't say shit, you know, but we just started talking about it. What do you think about the FGC being compromised? I mean, I don't know. Has it never not been compromised? I would say that back in the day, if you want to say it's compromised, I think you would say that maybe the fact that West Coast would always get credit for stuff just because they would take priority over everybody else. And then it was East Coast secondary, and then Midwest would be the real redheaded stepchild kind of person. Oh boy, I'm already feeling pretty full. Maybe my stomach isn't. Oh, you know I'm coming back for this. I need lots of collagen to keep me alive. Oh, they actually had a. I wonder if they'll have it here. They had a new protein bar that was really good that I tried. Let's see if they have it. Oh, they got what? Maybe they don't have. What is this? Huh? Maca protein. Jesus Christ. It looks like they don't have this one here. They have a protein bar with creatine in it. I tried that last night and it was very good. 30 grams of protein and creatine with all these vitamins, and it didn't taste gross for all that stuff. If you've been watching the channel a while, back when I was in Japan, was it like 4 or 5 years ago? And I was in this area for a few months. There used to always be these schoolgirls that would spill their spaghetti while I was walking around here, wanted to take pictures with me. Unfortunately, I lost all of their lines when I had to get a new phone, and then when I had to get a new Instagram because people kept flagging my Instagram. So I used to have all these schoolgirls. I used to have all their lines and Instagrams, and now I lost it. But yeah, no, yeah, the FGC is compromised. I mean, look at those Evo awards, dude. The fucking Evo awards. Like I said, how do you have Obama that supposedly cares about people with cancer, does cancer donation streams, but we already know Obama's bullshit. I mean, look at the dude. He sure is fine with joking about me being sick. That dude doesn't give a fuck. You know, but then they're with, and Mike is there. Mike Watson is there, dude. Mike is constantly talking about his friend who has cancer, and they're just all sharing the same stage. That's corrupt, dude. I don't know if Mike basically had to, it's like Mike had to suck a dick to finally get an award, which is, I think Mike should get an award. Mike is a very important person, but he basically, you know, I don't know what he had to do to get that award, you know. I think it kind of made him look like a clown, and I felt bad for him, but I felt good for him and bad for him at the same time, if that makes sense. How much is a Japan trip usually? It depends on, do you mean like plane ticket or? Plane tickets are usually around 1,500, I guess. 15 to around 2,000, I suppose. That's my choco. Let me get my cocoa. Here are like normal things. I always get this thing. I like this thing. Then I get the green smoothie when I wake up. And then if they have a nice coffee one, I'll try it, but I don't see a coffee one I like. I think I tried this thing before. This thing is super good, but it made me, oh boy, the bathroom was not a good situation. I think personally those issues are more modern cases. If you buy combos, you can go deeper. Tournament fixing, picking favorites. There's around 1,200. Yeah, I'm for sure you can get cheaper tickets, but I always get emergency exit row for extra room, so that's some extra money. I think the cheapest, no, actually, you know what? I think the cheapest one I ever got was about 900, but that was like an extreme off season that no one was flying, but generally it's around 1,500 to 2,000, I feel like. And then how much it costs to stay? It depends, because sometimes I stay for free because I'll stay with a friend, you know, so that's hard to say. I called it there. So food. Food. Geez, I don't know. I don't eat anything super expensive. I mean, it's hard to say. I guess I've never calculated it all, to be honest with you. By far the worst ish thing than anything to do with Saudi money or LGBTQ issues. Wait, what? Did Mike Watson say he have dirt on Maximilian Dude? I don't know. Did he say that? I have no idea. 1 second, I gotta open it. Get my daily chocolate milk. I mean, you can just watch my videos of Max's streams where he's refused to say my name. That shows he's fucking shady. Yeah, but you know, someone earlier in the stream was asking where I am in Japan, and one second. Someone earlier in the stream was asking where I am, and this is still Tokyo. So this is one of those things that if you've never been to Japan, you probably don't realize, but Tokyo is big. When you see people, when most people just stream or do YouTube videos about Japan and they're in Tokyo, you know, they'll do stuff like, you know, Harajuku, Shibuya, Shinjuku, Kabukicho, you know, Ikebukuro. All that stuff is just like in a circle. It's just all right there, dude. You can visit a lot of that stuff. Like a lot of the places you see people go to on streams and YouTube, like I said, you could do that in a few days. I mean, it's not rare to hear about people like, oh, hey, I'm in Kabukicho or Shinjuku tonight. I'm going to go walk to, you know, Yoyogi Park, and then I'll go to Harajuku, and then I'll walk to this thing. Like, if you can walk a lot, if you have energy, you can go to a lot of places. Like, I don't have that kind of energy anymore to walk from city to city, but say the first time I was in Japan, you know, I walked from one city to another city, you know, it's 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, then however long the city is. If you have energy, you can walk to a lot of these places. But anyway, but right now I'm still in Tokyo. It's just that I'm like an hour outside of it. So you can see a lot of like nice suburb places if you just choose to not stay in the city all the time. And plus you can have like nice experiences too. Like I said, oh God, I could show you where I picked up random girls here. So like I said, this is the area where, I don't remember exactly what time, but there used to be a lot of like schoolgirls in that area, and I used to have all their lines and everything like that. And then we can go walk down there, and I'll probably show you some other places that I had some funny experiences with girls. If you guys want to see a grocery store. Is all the milk in Japan lactose free? I don't know. Have you guys ever seen such a... Why are they so cute? Oh, Bob, they're so cute. They're like little babies. Can we get a donation for a baby? How much is it? It's probably about $3, I guess. Why aren't they like little babies? They're so cute. You know, the amazing thing is too, I don't know how food is when you guys are in America, but it is very hard to find anything brown. I can't remember the last time I saw lettuce in America that was not like part brown. But Japan, you don't get that. Everything is prestigious, premium. Oh, maybe I can find my favorite cereal for you guys when I'm in Japan. Let's see. We're in the chip aisle. Oops. You know, does anyone know there used to be another brand that was not, is it Pocky or Pokey? I don't even know what it is. There used to be another brand of those that they don't sell anymore that was actually my favorite. Oh shit, that girl asked for... There are Snickers here. Oh, I'm an idiot. These are my favorite cereal. That right there. Cocoa nuts. I just realized too that there actually are Snickers in Japan. This girl asked me to bring her what's like a very popular candy bar that girls like in America. I'm like, I don't know, a Snickers? And she's like, oh, that sounds fun. Let me get that. And now I realize that they actually have Snickers in Japan. I probably should have realized that. Latte pepero are like poke but Korean. Ugh. Walkable cities, wish I had that. Ugh. All right, let's continue our walk. See, like, look at this. Look at all that greenery, dude. Isn't that kind of crazy that you think Japan, I don't know how many millions and millions of people. Are there billions of people in Japan? I don't know. Millions and millions of people in Japan, but, or you think Tokyo, and this is still Tokyo, and it's like green and it's like peaceful. But these kind of areas you don't really see people go to, right? Watashi sushi roll? Sushi roll. March YT, what up, Clayton? Just got back from my first trip to Japan a couple weeks ago. Harajuku was dope. Yeah, I don't go to Harajuku too much, but I do need to stop by a few times. I usually just go to, because I'm around like a Yogi Park, just kind of peaceful there, or I want to try, God, there was some kind of food I want to try in Harajuku this time. I know there's last time I was in Harajuku, there's a lot of cuties, actually. A world without ROGs, according to LTG. What does that mean? What does a world without ROGs mean? Yeah, I try to go to Japan once a year. Like I said, I've had to cancel 3 trips in a row because I've just been so sick. I got that bad infection last year in the summer, and the infection kept spreading. And when I get sick or an infection, I can't take antibiotics anymore since I was dying from C. diff. And my body is not strong enough to fight off the infection. So the infection kept spreading. It ruptured my eardrums, and then I collapsed and I couldn't walk. And I've lost like 52% of my vestibular function. So basically the first half of this year was kind of like spent kind of teaching myself to walk again, unfortunately. So I had to cancel like 3 Japan trips in a row. But I mean, that just goes to show you, the community thinks that I faked all this health stuff. And it's like, dude, I can't even fight off a fucking ear infection, dude. I'm so fucked up after all this shit. Oh, there's the give me. Do you notice how slow Do you notice how slow it goes? Like if you get in trouble when you're in Japan, like the look how slow. Like if you get in trouble in Japan, you're screwed. Here's the give me coochie ma'am thing. That guy's always. Do I live in Japan? No, I was supposed to live in Japan at one time, but um, supposed to do some modeling out here. But after COVID, they became very strict with how you can get visas for models, and then they wouldn't give it to me anymore. So unfortunately, I wanted to be here during the cherry blossom season, because when there is, if you keep going down here, there's all these cherry blossoms. If you guys have seen my other streams like years ago, but unfortunately, again, I couldn't make it because of health. But see if 7-Eleven has anything. Yeah, man, lots of fashionable girls over there. That was one of the things that really surprised me compared to America. People take really good care of themselves and present themselves really well. Yep, I agree with that. Yeah, man. 超満足。今日はどれにしよう。Oh, I've told you guys about this. If you see a magazine with animals on it, I'm gonna tell you what, it might not be about cute animals. Sometimes it's just about the cute animal watching its master get like boned. Brogs are typically black people. Basically, he calls them brogs for short. Oh, I didn't even know that now. Oh, that's good. Even in death, they're so polite. That sucks. Are you searching for art, son? No. But you know that thing is true. You know, sometimes there's truth to every joke or every conspiracy theory, let's say. It is true in Japan if you have a baby with a foreigner that they don't have any rights to the child. I knew a guy that he has a couple kids and he told me he's not even on the birth certificate. The wife is not legally obligated to put his name on the child's birth certificate because he's a foreigner. So technically, she can steal the kids whenever she wants to. Isn't that crazy? Is there no? So those animal things, the animal is it's just like the animal watches its master have sex. Like it's not even like furry stuff. It's just weird shit like that. I'm sure there is furry stuff, but there's a neighborhood up there. We can walk around there if you guys want to see that. Ooh, I'm getting tired already. Shit. If we walk down there a little bit, there used to be a girl. There was like an autistic girl that used to like hide in the bushes and used to like watch me. I was like, what is wrong with this girl? But I guess she's kind of like derpy. That was kind of funny. You were also talking about really bad cheating culture over there as well. It kind of sounds like trying to date in Japan is a bad idea for foreigners in general. Well, I mean, cheating is just, I don't know, I guess it's not seen as quite as bad. I mean, there are certain people that don't cheat, but there is definitely more openness to it. You know, I mean, I literally have had, you know, guys just like cuck, like, yeah, fuck my girlfriend kind of thing. Like, very open about it. Not that that doesn't happen in America. Like, I still get messages from people that ask me to have sex with their girlfriend even in America. But Japan is more blatant about it, just like more casual about cheating. But there are some people are like, no. I have had some girls be like, no, I have a boyfriend, so I can't, but if I don't, I will. But definitely more open about it than America, I guess. Where is the best place to pick up girls in Japan? I don't know. I wouldn't know the exact best place. I'm not sure. Depends on how good your Riz is, I suppose. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. Feel better, dude. I feel better than I did a few days ago, or 2 days ago, and even yesterday. I threw up so much it started making me feel good eventually at some point. Can I approach a girl on the street if I look decent? I mean, yeah, you can. I mean, I picked up girls just saying silly stuff like, "Nampa shite mo ii desu ka?" You know, like, do you mind if I hit on you? And I've had girls like laugh. You know, it just depends, I guess. Oh, look at the peaceful pigeons. They are blocking my way. Sometimes you'll see the rare albino pidgey. But see, isn't this cool? Like, this is, I said before, one of the first things that I noticed when I came to Japan. Man, you can hear me breathing heavy. This is how sick. You can hear me breathing heavy. One of the first things I noticed in Japan is like the contrast of things and how you're always like in a different world. Like, you just go down one street and you see something totally different. Oh, they got some graffiti. It's kind of sad. I've heard that's kind of a problem in Japan more and more. Konnichiwa. So, but yeah, you think that we're still in Tokyo, right? But there's just like forest areas, or probably one of the biggest examples is you think about like that Meiji Shrine in Harajuku, or like the Yoyogi Park. I mean, that shit's right in the middle of the city, you know? So that contrast of, it always feels like there's always like a different world just waiting down the street. Yeah, so the Yakunan situation, that was the train to here, actually. I was on my way to Inagi, where I am right now. Actually, that was the Oyakodon situation, and I picked up those girls. Well, I don't know if you'd say picked them up, but sometimes people don't talk to people in Japan, right? So sometimes a pickup thing can just be, oh boy, look at me out of breath, dude. sometimes like picking a girl up just might be, hey, are you okay? Or like I just like daijoubu when they were like sick or when they were drunk, and that girl was just like, hey, daijoubu, and then they looked at me and they're like, oh my god, Mookie Mookie, and they started like grabbing me and yada yada yada. That was pretty funny. How do you say it? I'm gonna use that. I said nampa stemo ii desu ka? So I was like, nampa stemo ii desu ka? Do you mind if I hit on you? And they kind of laughed because it's kind of silly. Jeez, I got a sticky leaf. What is this shit? Oh, did I step in poo? Wait, no. It is nampa, N-A-N-P-A, stemo, S-H-I-T-E-M-O-I-I, then des, D-E-S-U, and then ka, K-A. How did you start learning Japanese? Did you just pick up some there? Dokugaku. So I just would practice by myself. I think that's the best way. Well, of course, if you had a girl, probably the best way is if you want to be able to speak, get a girlfriend or something like that. But, kill two birds with one stone. I was really nerdy, and I wanted to play video games in Japanese. So I taught myself Japanese while, reading all those visual novels that you see on my channel. Excuse me. Whew. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. Actually, this is a good thing too. The fact that I'm tired, just walking this much, this shows you guys, dude. Don't waste your life playing video games, dude, because you never know what's going to happen to you, dude. Like, I'm not that old, but look at me feeling fatigued just walking like this, dude. You never know what's going to happen, dude. You guys need to, like, get out of the house. Don't play video games. Walk around, experience new things while you still can, because, God, you don't want to... This is the second time now I've had to teach myself how to walk again. You guys never know what's going to happen in life, dude. Don't waste your life just playing video games. Most people are never going to be good enough at video games to make money off it anyway. So, God forbid, I'm gonna say this. I don't believe in you guys this much anyway. I don't for a second believe that most people could deal with the health stuff that I've had to. Teach yourself to walk again, life or death shit. But, just me running out of breath, getting tired doing this, that's why I like getting out, because I don't know how many more opportunities I'm going to get to walk around. And, I love how peaceful all this stuff is. I think it's amazing. It's like so cool to be able to say that, like, even... It's cool to think that I'm like in a different place in the world and I know where I'm going. Like, it feels like a flex to me. It feels like really cool. So I think that's an important thing too. I mean, it just feels, even if it's just silly, it's like, wow, I've technically lived a year of my life in another country. It's spread out sporadically, unfortunately, but it's still like a pretty cool thing to be able to say. And I think if the only thing you can say is that, oh, I've played video games, well, fuck, man, everyone can play a fucking video game, dude, I mean, it's cool at some point, but, there's got to be more to you as a person. But anyway, the Japanese thing, yeah, so, I used to be able to read and write okay. Like, they skipped me ahead 2 years because I could just read and write so much more than everybody else, but my speaking was really bad, and so I did a class at university, and then unfortunately they would not pass me anymore because I was dying and I basically could only make so many days, which again, as the story goes, legally, I don't think you cannot pass somebody because they are dying, but morally, I understood because my speaking was just so terrible. It's just that I could read and write so much more than everybody else. It was like it was like comical to like keep me in the same class as other people. So they're just like, you can't, you need to do a class that is like only speaking before we give you your degree. But anyway, I'm not that good anymore though. But I've made those videos talking about that. Sometimes there's just things in life that we are like good at, like we have like a natural ability, right? So say like video games, and this will get people mad. I don't really play video games, right? Very, very rarely do I play video games. But obviously I've done a lot of shit in video games. I've destroyed people in games with no practice, right? I've done a lot of shit in games, but that's just because I have more of a natural talent at it. But say for Japanese, if I am not continuously practicing Japanese, I lose it because I have no actual natural ability to learn a language. Does that make sense? Their shit poo is built. I will say I enjoyed Osaka more than Tokyo. It just had a chiller vibe in general. We are in a super trendy area near Dotonbori. How's your back feeling? Back is neck. I just have to be careful about not moving too fast. That is the biggest thing right now. Like I can't like move too fast. But right now I'm not doing too bad. I'm just tired. Boy, that thing just looks like it is ready to fall on somebody's head, doesn't it? Do you want to try picking up girls? Good advice, brother. I got tired walking around over there too, man. Got like 15, 18 steps a day. Joker, hi. How old were you sick? Oh, man. I was young. I started getting sick right when I don't know, 14 years old maybe? A long, long time ago. But I didn't realize just how sick I was until 2003. And, man, I just couldn't do anything without getting sick. And it was like one of those things. It was so weird too because, yeah, I remember like 2003, dude. Like there was a time when I won every tournament I went to besides Evo, right? Like that's one of those reasons. And there's a conspiracy theory for you. Why do you think that Evo put me on a projector screen randomly in 2003? Because the shit I was doing in 2003 in Guilty Gear and stuff like that, no one was doing anything remotely like I was doing in Guilty Gear. You know what I mean? It's like comical. Like, it's just kind of like, even say Shinakuma. If you guys know what Shinakuma is. Shinakuma wasn't even used by the Japanese until like a year after I started doing it. So I would say there's a conspiracy theory for you. I'm pretty sure Evo knew they were going to put me on a projector screen randomly to fuck me up because no one was even doing remotely the kind of shit I was doing in video games back then. But anyway. But yeah, so in 2003 is when I realized that something was wrong because it should have been like a great time in my life because I had a job as a model. I was getting lots of girls. I was popular. And I was like winning all these tournaments. And I'm like, wow, life is pretty cool. But I was just sick all the fucking time. Actually, you can see it right there. That's the house I stayed at before. Right there. On top of the city. Crazy, huh? But yeah, once that happened, I was like, man, this should be like the greatest time in my life, right? But I was just sick all the time. And then I went to the doctor and things went downhill really fast. They're like, oh yeah, geez, well, no wonder you're tired all the time. We need to remove your thyroid. Radiation and, hindsight is 2020. Who knows what would have happened if I just would have did the surgery instead of the radiation, right? Maybe I wouldn't have developed all these autoimmune diseases, but it just made a bad situation even worse. Can I ask a personal question? Can I ask a personal question? When you were sick at an early age, where your parents were, my dad died very early. He killed himself. If you looked at those stories, that's one of those weird things. Like, God, you know what? I'm gonna sound like a hippie, like Arturo right now. But I do believe there are certain things that you can't explain. And I have had dreams that have come true. And I told the story before. I had this dream that my dad died. And he didn't die exactly how he kills himself, but I had a dream that I was in a Mario land and I went down a pipe with my dad. But then when we went down the pipe, a guy took out a gun right when we landed and he shot my dad and he killed him. And for some reason as a kid, the dream was just, it made me cry for some reason, which is weird because my dad wasn't like a super nice person, but I cried. Like I was so sure my dad was gonna die. And then right after that, well, he went upstairs and he shot himself and he killed himself. Now, I didn't see him shoot himself, but, you know, I saw the blood on the floor. I mean, that's kind of crazy, but yeah, I've had multiple times where I've had dreams and they will come true. So there's my hippie Arturo kind of thing. I guess there's my black magic story. I do think there's certain things like that is just way too eerie of a thing to happen, I guess, you know. But no, for most of the health stuff I've had to do, I've done it by myself. Like even when I was dying, the only person that knew was my brother at first. He was the only one that I told. But yeah. Like a judge. Who is like a judge? Do you feel better, Clayton? Airplanes always... Yeah, I'm better than I was. Yeah, I'm not puking anymore. I'm tired. You know, you can hear me a little bit out of breath. But, yeah, I'm much better than I was, for sure. Thank you for the donation earlier, too, Tony. If anyone else wants to donate, I appreciate it. I need to buy a whole new laser mask. Great. Tony, I'm going to get that on Rakute actually now. This is going to take a little bit because I'm walking very slowly. But I do plan on getting that today. So I appreciate your donation, though, earlier. But yeah, when I think about that plane ride, dude, I just think that I'm just too old and too sick to be doing 14-hour plane rides with the health that I'm in. I have almost 1 million miles saved up, so I'm just gonna start using all the miles for like business class trips, I think, when I travel. Because I just don't think I don't have 14-hour plane rides in economy in me. Nah, Arturo's magic comes from the booger surgery he's snorting allegedly. I don't know what he's like. Part of me thinks it's kind of almost like a troll. And you know, I've tried to tell him that oh boy, I'm getting tired of shit. I tried to tell Arturo that I would do an interview with him, and at first time, and he seemed to be okay with it at one time, but now apparently he doesn't trust me, but he only trusts like the Sophie girl, and then apparently the Sophie girl might not even really be a girl, I guess. I mean, I don't know. I kind of think that part of me feels like it's just kind of a troll, but then sometimes there's a little bit of a truth to every joke, I guess, if that makes sense. Best of luck, Clayton. Hope life treats you better. You're an inspiration. I appreciate it, dude. Thanks. I honestly don't know how you were able to take yourself through it. So dying? Oh man, that was terrible. Well, the funny thing about the dying thing is though, oh man. So I don't remember. I mean, I've told the story before, but it sounds like not everybody knows the story. So when you first go on disability, right? And it's kind of funny because people think that I'm depressed or I'm like crazy or something like that. Like, I don't think you realize to actually go on disability, you have to do like a mental evaluation, right? So they do all the mental evaluations and everything like that. And I did my first disability hearing, and they kind of like disapprove everybody at first to like make you fight for it. So I remember I saw the disability doctor the first time, and he was just like, he's like, can you grab my hands? And I was like, okay. And he was like, oh, you can grab my hands. He's like, well, I don't think the nerve damage in your hands is that bad if you can grab my hands. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, come back in a few months or something like that, and I will reevaluate you again. Like, it was so retarded, right? So anyway, no joke. They ended up delaying my next disability hearing when I first went on it for years. And it was funny. So my next disability hearing, it ended up being while I was, right after I'd gotten out of the hospital and I was dying. And it was like, I was so fucked up, dude. And, the judge just looked at me, and like my disability hearing wasn't even 5 minutes, if it was. And he's just like, why the fuck weren't you approved before? And he's just like, you're approved. Boom. And then, since then I've had to do other disability hearings. I've done maybe 3 since then, I think. So every so many years you gotta get reevaluated. I think I did one maybe not 2 years ago again. I forget. Maybe not quite 2 years ago again, but again, to get disability, you actually have to do a psych evaluations to make sure you're not crazy. But anyway, I know my last disability evaluation, or actually I think everyone that I've done, it's been so quick because it's almost just basically to make sure you're not scamming the system. So a lot of times it's just like, have you been to the doctor in the past 6 months? We want to see the record. And it's like, the past 6 months, I'm at the doctor a few times a week at least, or a few times a month. A lot of times once a week. Like, what do you mean? And they're like, oh, you are? And I'm like, yeah. Like, and so then it's like, oh, you're instantly approved, right? Because, there are people that scam the system. I'm sure, you've heard people, they just want to, and that is crazy when, again, just talking about this kind of stupid shit. And it's one of the reasons that I've said before, a lot of times sick people, they're in a competition to see who can be the most sick. So when I was going through all the dying stuff, especially at first, I was trying to find like a peer, trying to find out like the meaning of my life, oh fuck, I'm gonna die. But you would talk to other sick people and they were almost excited to talk about how sick they are. Like I saw, there was some post from somebody that they got approved for disability and they said they had a party. And I'm like, why the fuck would you have a party that you like won a disability case? This sucks. Konnichiwa. And I'm like, this sucks. Why? I don't want to be sick. And I told that story too before that, I was with talking to a bunch of like grandmas and old ladies. And like, I just, I swear like a sailor. I swear a lot when I talk. And they're like, why do you swear a lot? And they're like, and you know what? Are you even sick? They're like, I don't think you're as bad as us. And I'm like, as bad as you? And I'm like, I've seen your, we've been talking. You guys don't even know how sick I am. And like, dude, I showed like my feet and all the lupus. And I'm like, what do you think? And they were like, oh shit. And I'm like, all you guys do, you're in a fucking competition to see who is the most sick. And I'm like, this is retarded. Like, why do you, it's like people, they want to be sick. And that's why, or even here's another story from the dying stuff, the C. diff, dude. Fuck, man. There was a girl I met, and I don't remember what she was on. She might have had C. diff, like, it might have been on her second time or third time that she had C. diff. And, when I had C. diff, it took me a year before I could do anything right. And if you get C. diff again, then you got to do a poop transplant. And if you get a third time, you got to get a colostomy, right? So maybe it was her second time then. And she was like super religious, right? And she's just always like, oh, God is going to save me. So she didn't want to take the medicine. And I'm like, bro, like, take the fucking medicine, dude. But she just kept wanting to believe that God was going to save her. And she just kept getting C. diff over and over again. And now she has like a colostomy bag, right? So I don't know, definitely. I always say it's kind of weird. Like, I don't have any peers in terms of being sick because most people, well, I shouldn't say most people, but I've met a lot of people who almost like revel in being sick, and they're in a competition to see who can be the most sick, and they don't have that extra like drive to like push themselves. And it's like, I don't want to be sick, dude. You know, I want to like live life. But anyway, that's me rambling, I guess. Like, even when you have surgery, you still have someone to take care of for a bit. Well, so surgery, I mean, thyroid stuff, when you do all the radiation for the thyroid, it's just kind of stuff like you can't go outside. You can't, like, I don't remember exactly what happened. It's been so long ago. I just, like, couldn't go outside for a while. And then it was just like, oh, it didn't go well. I was like, what do you mean it didn't go well? They're like, oh, I don't remember exactly what they said, but they're like, it's going to be a slow burn for you. You're going to be sick for quite a bit longer. And I was just like, what do you mean? They're like, oh, you know, sometimes you do the radiation and it doesn't exactly go well. And so it's just going to be a slow burn and you're going to be sick for a while. And oh boy, let's just say that things obviously didn't go very well at all. Oh shit, $100. Shit, Disturbed can. Wow, dude, that is extremely fucking generous of you. Thank you, dude. That is extremely generous of you, dude. I appreciate that very much. I have to buy that new laser mask, so that's definitely gonna help. I appreciate it, dude. But yeah, surgery. You know, I had surgery on my hands and I couldn't do stuff. But so I'm not gonna do like the back surgery or anything like that, because once you do like spinal fusion surgery, you know, that's a very terrible process to go through. And I'd rather just deal with the pain for now. You know, as long as I don't move too fast, I'm okay. So I just don't want to go through that, dude. I'm not gonna walk down there because I'm getting too tired, guys, but I don't know if you can see off in the distance. It's pretty cool when you walk down here because you can. It's like you're walking down and you see the whole city in the distance. It's pretty cool looking, I think. Is there any way you can put the FGC on NBC vids into a playlist? I think probably somebody else already has. And you sent me some tiramisu. Hey, I appreciate it. I can't check it right now, but thank you. Oh, tiramisu, let's go. Boom, Clayton. Kabuki Joe Fund, let's go. What is the most donation? Is this the one? Hey, I do appreciate it. That's very kind of you, dude. Thank you to Disturbed Can. That's very, like I said, I can't believe it's one thing to be sick, but then to wake up and the laser mask was ripped apart in my bag. That was terrible. But trying to think if I have any other funny stories to talk about this Lee Rapis. There used to be, years ago when I was coming here, there used to be actually, we're talking about people with like mental illnesses. There used to be a schizophrenic girl that used to come in and she would talk to her like coffee, actually. It's kind of weird. So I was like, who's this girl talking to? And then I kind of realized after going there all the time, she's just talking to her coffee. She's like legitimately schizophrenic, so that's kind of weird. All right. We're going to sit on the train for a while before I try to walk again. Going to take a little bit of a break. Is that what is the most I've ever gotten? Greenwool Ball donated the most ever. He is the biggest donation ever. Unless you count some secret people who I can't mention. There are people that do support me, but they cannot publicly support me, and they have donated sometimes, which just goes to show you, you know, that's just life. So I do have some people that they've never posted on my channel, anything like that, but They support me in private. They have donated quite a bit before. But again, I can't actually say who that is. Oh yeah, well I'm gonna buy it. Yeah, of course I am. I mean, it ripped, so I'm gonna have to. I know my birthday's in a month, so I'll probably buy it in a month or something. Telling myself it's my birthday present or something. Yeah, well, for sure, I wouldn't have been. Like I said, I had to cancel 3 trips in a row because I couldn't walk. But that's why I kept this trip because I'm like, as long as I'm not moving too fast, I'm okay. But it's kind of funny. Walking slow though, walking slow can be a way to get people too. I have girls. I don't know what was on my Instagram recently. I had those 2 girls come up to me, and they were like, "What did they say to me?" It was on my Instagram. They were like, "Oh hey," they're like, "Oh no 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 wait, this was a different girl." I had one girl. Her name was Angela. This girl, I was walking and she's like, "Oh wait, you're the Fabio guy, right?" And I'm like, "I don't know, am I?" And she's like, "Oh my God, you always walk so funny." And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, me and my friend, we always make fun of you because we see how you walk so slow." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And she's like, "Well, don't worry because then we started watching you more and we're like, oh, he's actually kind of sexy how he walks so slow." And I was like, okay. So that was kind of funny, but laser mask, like one of those red light skin masks. Yeah, I have one. Or well, it's ripped now, but happy 60 birdie, Clayton. Oh God, 60. Yeah. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to take off my jacket. It's getting kind of humid. Oh, one sec. Where are we? Ugh. Wow, it's still only 11. Oh, damn. It's still pretty early. Anything else you guys perhaps want to talk about? I've never had a calorie meat, actually. I've never had that, but I have said that I do eat protein bars in Japan, and some of them are pretty tasty, actually. I tried a new protein bar they had last time. It was a 30 grams of protein bar with creatine in it, and it was very tasty, actually. Michael Hearn was the guy sending money. One second. Gay drink, they're bland as fuck. Oh, the calorie mate? Oh yeah, I would assume. Oh, we got the Hello Kitty train. Sometimes when you're in Ikebukuro, you can get the gay yaoi train. And like, no joke, there's like just dudes like making out with each other. It's kind of silly. Okay. I'm gonna have to be a little bit quiet. It looks like there's people. No, I haven't tried that. Oh, sure, yeah. It's kind of early. I could get off at the next stop if you guys want me to see what it's like. Have I ever showed you guys Wakabadai? Wakabadai. Let me know if you guys want me to get off at this stop if you want to see what it looks like. All right. I know this place has it has like a bench with like a guy on it. Not very descriptive. One second. Okay. See, again, we're still in Tokyo too, right? That's why I always say, like, if you actually get outside of the city, you can like look at the fresh air, look at the beautiful stuff, and look how, dude, this is what I like about. Look how peaceful it is, dude. You hear about Japan, like millions and millions of people. Like, look, there's just nobody. It's just like there's like a grandma, or I don't know if it's an old guy, just maybe it's a guy, just like totally peaceful, dude. That's what, like I said, this stuff. Although this stuff seems simple, this is like what I love about Japan. Just all this like peaceful energy kind of shit. Anyway, the Nope drink. I don't know what Nope is. I'm not sure what that is. Nope. I do not know. Nope. I do not know what Nope is. Let me see how much battery my phone has. I hope it's still all right. I can probably go for about another hour, then my phone is going to be a little bit dangerous. If you guys actually want me to stream that long. Oh, wait. Oh. I think I actually have to take the stairs up somewhere. Oh, they're over there. Okay, there we go. See, even that feels cool. It feels cool that I can just go to like different cities and I remember where stuff is. That's why it's like so important to like, live life. Don't just stay inside playing video games all day. Okay, here's something that's good. You guys should probably know. if you ever need like fiber stuff, I would recommend bringing fiber from America. For some reason, it's really hard to find like psyllium husk fiber in Japan. I don't know why, it just is. So if you're a Metamucil bro like me, bring the Metamucil from America. It's a new drink trending in Japan. All right, I can look for it. Is it like a pop or a drink or something? Or what? I mean, obviously it's a drink. Oh, is this the 31? No, they don't. Man, I'm gonna have to look for that one. What was that 30-gram protein bar that I had? I wonder if it was only at Lawson or something. Alrighty. Let's go. When was the last time I was in Japan? Last year. Like I said, unfortunately I've canceled 3 trips in a row because of health, but I was like, if I can't make this trip, I'm just gonna cancel till the end of the year, because even right now, it's pretty warm. I think it's about 70 right now, so. It's a cola, but $350 a bottle. I'll try it. I guess if we can think about what are weird drinks I've had in Japan. There's a gente item before of chestnut pop. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Chestnut pop. It was gross. It was gross. Chestnut pop. It was not the jam. Yeah, see, there we go. We got the cat guy, and the dude, he has like a saxophone, I think. Yeah, there it is. This is what I remember about this place. Look at that, what a beautiful view. Isn't this nice? Little flower shop. That's something too, like whenever I played Persona back in the day, I was like, why the fuck are there all these like flower shops everywhere? But then you go to Japan and you're like, wow, there really are flower shops everywhere, and you know, vending machines everywhere. Long-time girlfriend? No, I've never been in love before. This is all we stop here. We just stopped to see the cat. That's all we're here for. We got a guy. There's a dude sitting next to saxophone dude. Or a girl. I don't want to bother her. We'll just get a picture of Mr. Cat. 1 second. I'm going to take a picture of it. I had to get a picture of the cat a piece. I don't really have anything else to show around here. There's some shops and nothing too interesting. I got a used, basically brand new leather bag in the shop there for like $10 that I never use. So I normally just bring another kind of bag, but had to convert to C, but 21 is warm as fucking air. Yeah, so it's like 20, and it's pretty humid. So you ever notice that animals from Asian countries also have similar eyes? Are you being racist? Are you being racist, Bob? Bucky, are you being racist? Don't make people hate me more than they already do with your racist comment. Too bad we can't. Maybe I should, that makes me think, because someone said, maybe I should have named this stream Looking for Our Churros Kid. Would that have been a more funny stream name? I'm looking for our Okay, how about, well, if I go to a Japanese person and I say, have you seen our churros kid Riley? Would you donate to the channel? No, I'm not going to do that. That would be they'd be like, Who the fuck is this gaijin? Have you seen Riley? なんだどいつもこいつもこのバカこの外人どもめ Oh God, no! I don't want the Japanese people to hate me. I don't want to do that. They'd probably be like, they would be. I don't think they would be happy if I did that. この外人どもめ、どいつもこいつも。あ、すみません。あちらの息子ライリーしてる？Oh my God, that would be, dude. Can you imagine if I did go to like a Japanese person? すみません。あちらの息子ライリーしてますか？今探してます。え、ライリー？Who the fuck? 今探してますけど、見つからない。Excuse me. 探してますけど。I don't go to arcades, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't play video games in Japan. Couldn't tell you. If you like them, it's probably nice, right? 慶応担当橋本トリプル最高ラウンド Oh, something. $50. Wait, message deleted. Oh shit, wait. Oh shit, who just sent me the $50? Wait, why does it say message deleted? Whoa. Time out. Wait. Message deleted by Saishu Kissen. I didn't delete a message. Who just sent me the $50? I just was tying my jacket. I think I might have just deleted your message. Who sent that? I'm sorry, I was just tying my jacket around me and I must have hit delete. Who just, he retracted it? Oh. Well, whoever just gave the $50, I appreciate it. Thank you. Hey Clayton, do you play Souls-like games? No. Oh shit, I really hope I didn't delete that by accident. Oh, I did. Oh. Abdul Hack LFA dude. I did. I just said I hope you're feeling better. I had to work. Hey, thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that message got deleted. That was my bad. But no, thank you. I appreciate that, dude, because like I said, this trip started off with losing basically $400. So on top of the sick stuff. So that was disappointing. But no, thank you very much. You guys have been very generous. And I always say, too, no one has to donate, just if you guys even defend me, during stuff. That actually helps me out, too. So, of course, I appreciate I'll take the donations, obviously. But, thank you. Yeah, no, it does. It definitely helps. I can't believe that I opened that bag and my laser mask was fucking broken. Ridiculous. What game do I think I'm the best in? I don't know. I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Oh, this train's going really slow. I have no idea. Oh, well, gee, actually, you know what? Well, okay, actually, comparatively, I mean, God, dude, you know what? Actually, I guess it could be true. Karnov's Revenge. I guess, geez, I'm kind of tempted to say, geez, uh-oh, what's going on? Doesn't look like anyone's in there, so maybe this is... Does it say it's out of order? It doesn't say it's out of order. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, God, geez, you know what? God, I might have to say Karna's Revenge. I mean, I did, like I said, there was years that no one could even beat me whatsoever. You know, I mean, I learned that game, like I said, in 2 weeks. I was already considered one of the best there is, and then I don't know what, like a month or so, I was considered the best in the world, and nobody could beat me. Like it was just for free. So, God, I don't know. That sounds kind of like poverty game-ish, but I suppose maybe that is true. But then you could also say maybe the competition just isn't as good in that game. I don't know, right? So I'm not really sure. That's be hard to say. Um, like I said, I know for geez, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, who I mean, for sure, you could say something like Guilty Gear. Man, I've said this so many times before, dude. Especially with the tools that you have to be good at Guilty Gear nowadays, like that Guilty Gear Plus R has that replay factor. Because I've said this many times before, when I played Plus R online, and I had that crazy win record, dude, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing in Plus R. I don't actually know matchups. I don't know all the changes in the game. I was just kind of brute forcing my way to like beating all these people, right? But it wasn't actually that I'm like super knowledgeable about Plus R, besides just like Kai, because I did combo videos with him, right? But man, I don't even know how good I would be at a game like Guilty Gear nowadays when you have the kind of tools that are at your disposal with that kind of like replay function. I mean, man, if I had that, years ago when I was playing Guilty Gear, I mean, I who knows how good I would have been at Guilty Gear, with a tool like that, right? What kind of hobbies do you get up to, fam? I know you don't really spend much time gaming or anything. My main hobby is I do jack shit. I'm boring. Man, what is going on here? Guess we got a problem. Is it not? What time is it? Oh, it's not supposed to be. Oh, we got another 2 minutes, even though it's here, I guess it says. All right. Oh, there we go. Oh, geez, speak of the devil or something. I don't know. I'm pretty boring, dude. God, I need some hobbies. No problem. I lurked and saw the laser mask thing. Yeah, no, yeah, it does. Yeah. Would you ever play Souls-like game like Kazan, the First Berserker? Oh, I don't even know what that is. Game I think you might be the best at that's not a fighter. Oh, geez, I don't know. I don't. Am I good at any game that isn't a fighter? I have no idea. Ray Sean Hughes. What's up, dude? I'm actually not going to be streaming for too much longer. Maybe about 20 more minutes or so, because I'm gonna have to charge my phone. So Clayton's main hobby is going to Japan. But would you be as good considering all the new games are much more random? You mean good at a new game? Oh, I don't know. I have no idea if I would be good at new games. I'm not sure. What's up, Clayton? Love your videos. First time catching you live. Thanks, Jaded. I appreciate it. We've already been live for about almost a couple hours. I'm not going to be on too much longer, but you are certainly free to watch me ramble on about different things. Too bad we couldn't get our churro. Oh, I would say an action game like Bayonetta or Ninja Gaiden. So I did try at one time. I was trying to beat Ninja Gaiden Black without getting hit, which sounds retarded. But I couldn't get past. If you guys know Ninja Gaiden Black, there's this part where you're like going up like this, like a brown staircase, swirly staircase, and you got to shoot your bow and arrow. And I couldn't beat that without getting hit. But I don't know. For some reason, I just tried to challenge myself. Can I beat Ninja Gaiden Black without getting hit? And I couldn't beat the roundabout part with Brown, where you like shoot arrows, kind of thing. I remember. So what is that? I think that's pretty early. I think that's only like an hour or two into the game. I forget. but I couldn't do that. But I don't know. It's not that I was good at that game. I was just so bored at one time that I tried to do that. Yeah, Bayonetta. I've never played Bayonetta. I don't know. Yeah, Black Tims. Yep. I played Samurai Showdown when I was a kid, but no, actually, the funny thing is, oh man, I wonder if I could even find it. I have, or maybe my brother has it now. When we bought Samurai Showdown, we got it, they gave us like a boot, like it was like a bootleg SNES copy, where it only works for the second player, but where only the second player can like do infinite jumps. It's weird. It's like a not quite Rainbow Edition Samurai Showdown. It's just like a strange one where second player can continue to jump over and over, and it like glitches out the game. But as for like playing it or doing tech, no, I don't really nothing for it. I've I've seen people beat bosses with no damage, but not the entire game because of the enemy tracking projectiles. Yeah, like I said, I got to the whatever it was, some kind of swirly thing, and I was like, I can't do this. But I don't know. What would you say is the best design fighting game? I don't know. I always feel like, again, I hate to be a broken record, but I think Super Turbo has stood the test of time very, very well. Oh, can you not hear me? Oh, my hand might have been over the volume, I guess. Isn't Super Turbo broken by? I mean, Super Turbo. Every character has been proven to be effective at the highest level, though. Like I said, Archie, YT. I got a dip, bro. Peace. Good catching you live. Hope you feel 100% soon. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. It was a bit muffled, but good now. Have you played Multi Blood? No, I never played Multi Blood. Story. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Oops. Multi Blood. Or wait, we came off this way. The only grand opening. The only story I have to say about Melty Blood is the story about Viteru. Viteru was always trying to get me to play Melty Blood, and he was always trying to get me to go on Discord before. I feel like he was telling me about Discord before Discord was even a thing. And I was like, dude, I don't play Melty Blood. And he's always like, no, the Melty Blood community loves you. And I'm like, I don't know anybody that you're talking about. And then, of course, hindsight is 2020. I come to find out that Melty Blood Discord is full of people who make up weird lies about me. And Viteru wanted me to join this like gay fucking orgy, basically. It was just fucking I don't know. You know, it's weird. I don't know what happened to Viteru. And no one has been able to tell me what's happened to Viteru either. Like, I don't know. Like, I would not be surprised if Viteru, God, this sounds bad. I wonder if Viteru had a sex change and became somebody else. Because I've never heard anyone mention Viteru in many, many years. Since I, quotation marks, came back for Dragon Ball Fighter Z, after that year I saw Viteru, where he was trying to get me to, like, join a... Wow, that girl was really cute. Oh, see, if I wasn't on camera, if I wasn't talking about Viteru and his gay orgies, I would have hit on that girl. Okay, I can't stream much longer. That girl was cute. I should have flirted with that girl. But, wow. She even gave me a look, too. But anyway, Viteru, I saw Viteru, and this is a good thing for this video tour, this stream. We were talking about this earlier, dude. Like, even if you see me, I'm walking slow and I'm tired. I'm still getting out and I'm doing things. And I would never get to do this if all I did was play video games all day. And, you know, when I saw Viteru at that, it was ACEN 2018, I think, maybe. And wow, I haven't seen that. Mochi, dude, I want that. Mochi donuts. Oh. Ooh. We're going to get Korean barbecue, but I will definitely be trying those later. When I saw Viteru at ACEN 2018, Viteru, like, I hadn't seen Viteru since, you know, I guess it would be 2006. And Viteru was, like, shocked when he saw me because he hadn't seen me in, like, 10 years. And Viteru was even like, wait, you're, like, taller now. And he's like, what's going on? And I don't think Viteru realized that he was, like, slouching. And I'm like, bro, it's not that I'm taller. It's just that, like, you're unhealthy. Like, I could see it in his face, all those years of video games. They aged him. He was, like, slouching. His posture wasn't good. And, you know, that's just... It's not a bad thing to be a nerd, right? But if it's the only thing you do in life, you're not going to get to, like, experience life, right? You need to be able to do different things. Again, this stream, if you go back and watch, you know, I'm walking slow, I'm tired, but at least I'm still getting out and I'm doing stuff. If all you do is play video games, you're never going to get to do anything like this, man. But yeah, no, Viteru, and then he kept wanting me to, like, hang out with people like Dennis, who has, like, weird, you know, homosexual, like, fantasies about me. It's fucking weird. But yeah, no, the Melty Blood Discord, when I finally checked out that Discord, man, there was so much weird shit said about me. These motherfuckers are crazy, dude. There was some guy telling some story that he supposedly, that I had been messaging him for years and I had ruined his life. And I was like, I don't know who the fuck you are. Not only do I don't know who the fuck you are, but you think that I care about you so much that I would be messaging you for years to, like, ruin your life. And I'm like, please show me one message of this. And apparently the guy's like, oh, well, I didn't save any of the messages. And I'm like, so I apparently messaged you for years to the point that it was ruining your life, but you never saved a single one of these messages? And I'm like, man, you guys are fucking weird, dude. I don't know. I still see them, like, talk random shit about me. Dudes are fucking weird, dude. Like, I don't even play your fucking game. Anyway, I don't know. Yes, the girl was Japanese. Clay, I've been curious about Super Turbo's design. Makes you think any strategy is viable. Wait, because if you go watch those Super Turbo tournaments, dude, you see every character win. Melty Blood DC got some weird people. I was beating someone and they said some shit like, stop trolling while playing because I want to try and learn. And I wasn't even trying to learn. Yeah, but don't overdo it. Can you talk to Cute Girl live? I want to learn some stuff. I mean, my Japanese is not good. I speak baby Japanese. 簡単なら少し日本語ができるけど、でも ちょっと恥ずかしいから勘弁してくれ。赤ちゃんテロぐらいなら少しできる。でもそれ以上無理だ。What was I talking to about the? What was I talking to when I had to get off the plane? Trying to talk to, the girl that was going to talk to the doctor if they should let me into the country. And I had to be like, oh, geez, 日本語どころか英語でも説明するのは難しいけど、放射線治療のせいでたくさん副相作用があって今までも、今いや今病気になる安い。I wasn't exactly correct, but see, I speak like broken baby Japanese because I don't ever speak it, so I kind of I'm not used to saying the sentences. Well, like I said, I've picked up girls just by saying "daijoubu" when they're like looking drunk or, "nanpa shite mo ii?" That kind of thing. But anyway, what did I just say in Japanese? If you guys want to hear my Japanese, I said, 日本語どころか英語でも説明するのは難しいけど. So that's explaining this in English would be difficult, let alone Japanese. But and then 放射線治療のせいでその後にたくさん副作用があって今までも. So after radiation, I've had a lot of side effects, even now to this day. And then, shit, I'm getting confused now. Oh, 病気になる. Let's see. I get sick easily. 安くて. Me? Well, I missed 3 flights in a row, so if I didn't make this flight, I was like, I'm not gonna go again until fall. So, but I mean, look what happened. I was fucked up, dude. I mean, they weren't even gonna let me into the country. They had to make sure I wasn't throwing up anymore. They're like, are you sure you're not throwing up anymore? We got to tell the doctor you're not. If you're still throwing up, you can't come into the country. And I was just like, no, 大丈夫。今偏頭だから。They're like, 本当に偏頭だから。はい、本当に大丈夫。ちょっと。And I was like, But message deleted by Saishu Kesson. Why does it keep saying messages are deleted? How many times have you been to Japan, or have you forgotten by now? This is my 8th or 9th time. Sorry, random game comment. I don't know why I didn't delete your message. Maybe I just accidentally scrolled my finger. I'm sorry, that wasn't on purpose. How long am I staying this time? I'm just here for a few weeks. Not that long. I still got a lot of doctor stuff to do, and I think though this trip has showed that I'm just too sick and I got too much health stuff going on to be doing like those economy tickets, 14 hours. I have almost a million miles saved up, so I'm gonna start using the miles for like business class tickets, because 14 hours in economy is just too much with all my health stuff. You're cool, bro. You're the combo god. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Sorry about that. But anyway, yeah, I think you're the guy that you comment on Nick's stuff too. I don't even know what Nick is doing. I try to tune into Nick's streams sometimes to like show him some support in terms of viewership, but I'll be honest, I don't know what the fuck is going on. I just can't keep up with all the streamer drama, just as I got my own drama. too much. I still would like to, I really wanted to. The plan this year was I had saved up my money and I wanted to do a study abroad thing. I thought that it would be a good life experience to study abroad, but unfortunately, they would not let me with my health. My health is too bad for me to get a even student visa, they said, which sucks, right? Pretty crazy, right? I mean, at first, the school said, "Oh, you're sick, don't worry. That's fine. We have other people that are sick." And then when I like showed them my health record and we talked about it, they're like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." And they're like, "No, no, 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 no." They're like, you can't get a student visa like this." And they're like, "You're way, way too sick." They're like, "The government will never approve you." So that got ruined. I couldn't make it. And then what was it, a couple of months ago or something like that? Then some people, they wanted to go. I was too sick to come. Then about a month ago, I missed the flight. I was too sick to come. And I'm like, okay, if I can't make this flight, I'm just not going to do it. I'm just, fuck it. But Washington, 9 to 10 hours. Yeah, that's better than 14 hours. That's definitely better than 14 hours. Oh yeah, I got to look for this drink called Nope. Did you buy new Timberlands, by the way? No, I haven't bought new Timberlands. No, not yet. You know what I need to do, since I'm in Japan, and you got all these people with those big elevator boots, Timberlands are like regular shoes here. I need to up my game. I need to buy some elevator boots. You know what, actually, okay guys, don't hate me. I'm gonna expose myself. You know what, when I look at my spine and I see that I've already like lost severe disc loss height, I'm about to start frauding and I'm gonna start putting like big inserts into my shoes. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm already getting shorter. It already says severe disc loss height, severe loss of height already. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna start, I can't be mad at myself if I wear elevator boots eventually. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Did you get tiramisu yet? No, like I said, the first 2 days, I was fucked up in a wheelchair, puking my guts out. And this is the first day that I'm out. So I have not had any tiramisu yet. Clayton's trying to do air combos in real life. He uses boosters too. Oh wait, Claw uses boosters? Wait, really? Does Claw wear elevator shoes? Wait, what? I thought Claw wears those little brown shoes. I'm confused. Claw wears little brown shoes, right? Oh boy, I am tired. I'm going to be on for about 10 more minutes and then we're going to bust out of here. So I do appreciate you guys and I appreciate the generosity today of some of you. If anyone else wants to donate, again, I do appreciate that. But even if you don't ever donate, like I said, just if you call out the haters, that kind of thing, that it helps support the channel too. So I do appreciate that when you guys do that. Thank you. Wait, really? I feel like this is some kind of like lure that I am not aware of. Akikan ya gomi no nagashite kimchi. Nagashite. I want to plan a trip in 2027. It would be my third time. You should. What is this? What is this Vega look maxing thing? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I've totally missed. I missed the comment somewhere, or I missed some kind of Street Fighter lore about Vega doing look maxing. I'm extremely confused. Japan is just so relaxing, and I'm a weeb. Oh, it is. I agree. Whew, boy, I'm getting tired. I'm surprised it's so warm right now. So I've said this before, it's too gloomy today, but on a clear day, you can see Mount Fuji over there. Oh, I'm ready for some on. Lucky kitty. Thought it was supposed to rain today, but I guess we kind of lucked out. That's why I actually brought my jacket, because they said it was going to rain, but I guess not. Bro, walking for 2 hours and say I can't walk. Hey, we've taken breaks. Have you been to Sukiya? Yep. Sukiya and Matsuya. I think, right? Matsuya is the other one, right? Whew. I do like that. Oh, what do we have for Japan? The cheese chicken. Oh, why is it got? What's wrong with the bun? The bun looks like a chicken. Why is why is it got like a? I don't understand why the bun has like a bruise on its head. Would I ever go to Cat Island? If it was closer, I would. Whew. We're almost there. I can sit down again. I am tired. You know, this trip, what I want to do is, yeah, things were, first 2 days were not good. Like I said, if you just got here, I was explaining it more. They weren't even going to let me in the country unless I stopped throwing up. And I was like, no, I'm okay. And they're like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah. Henzitsu dakara. Ima henzitsu dakara. And they're like, hontoni? Like, they were looking at me pretty suspiciously. And, I was like, no, I'm okay. I'm not throwing up anymore. And oh man, by the time I got back to the hotel, I puked all over myself again. It was bad, dude. So right now I'm just tired. But at least, I threw up so much that it made me feel good. Well, made me feel better, I guess. But I have not thrown up that much in a long time, dude. But Cat Island, yeah, I would go. If it was closer. Oh, boy. Damn, man, at least it seems like maybe the worst part's out of the way. Glad I caught your stream. Yeah, I'm about to bust out of here. We've already been on for about 2 hours. But you're free to watch the rest of it. Or watch the stuff from before, I should say. I've been to Nakano Broadway, yep. It's, I'd probably visit once. But, it's not, it's probably fun if you haven't been. But it's a little, if you're looking for old, nerdy kind of stuff, I think you will really enjoy it. me, I've seen it before, so it's not a place that I need to go to, just maybe once, again, a trip to see. It's not a place I need to visit multiple times, I guess. But if you like old nerdy kind of stuff, there's a lot of stuff there. Yeah. Yakechao, yakiniku. Oh, do you see? It's a pun. Yakechao, yakiniku, anmakute. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of stuff. I know sometimes I've looked in there because I still have some old Ninja Turtle toys. I still have my old Jurassic Park toys. So I wonder how much money I could get for something like that, right? All right, dudes, I'm about to bust out of here. I'm gonna sit down. And I'm in a food coma. At this peaceful Korean barbecue place. Are they antique malls? I don't know if you'd consider it an antique mall. I'm not sure. It has antique stuff. Very old stuff, but. All right, dudes. If anyone wants to donate, I'll give you a few more seconds. I appreciate all the kind donations earlier today. Thanks for tuning in, guys. And of course, again, if you guys, no one has to donate, but remember, if you just calling out the haters, that kind of thing, that obviously supports me as well. So I do appreciate that. Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly comment, share, support the channel if you can. I appreciate it. Thanks. The end. How do I turn it off?